Scene script. Have you ever wondered how to elevate your standards as a woman? Let's delve into the power of self-worth. It's not just about feeling good about ourselves. No, it's far more profound. It's about recognizing your inherent value and understanding that you, yes you, are deserving of respect, love, and success. Consider self-worth as the foundation of your house, the house being your life. A strong foundation supports the structure above, helping it withstand storms and challenges. Similarly, a robust sense of self-worth acts as the bedrock, shaping your standards and guiding your interactions with the world. Imagine a world where you know your worth, where you understand that you're deserving of respect and love. This recognition profoundly influences the expectations you set for yourself and others. It's like a ripple effect. When you value yourself, you begin to demand the same from others, setting higher standards for your relationships and your life. Now let's share the story of a woman named Maya. Maya was a woman who for a long time struggled with her self-worth. She allowed others to define her value, and as a result, lived a life that was far from what she truly desired. But then, Maya had an awakening. She realized that her worth was not defined by others, but by herself. This realization was transformative. It changed the way she viewed herself and the world around her. She began to set higher standards for herself, in her work, her relationships, and her personal growth. In Maya's story, we see the power of self-worth. Her life was not transformed overnight. It was a journey, filled with self-reflection, courage, and determination. And this journey began with the recognition of her worth. So take a page from Maya's book. Start recognizing your worth. It's not an easy journey, but it's one worth embarking on. And remember, you are deserving, you are valuable, and you are worthy. When you understand your worth, you begin to set higher standards for yourself and demand the same from others. Now that you understand the power of self-worth, how can you elevate your standards? Great question. It's time we delve into the nitty-gritty of elevating your standards, a transformative process that begins with redefining your boundaries. Boundaries are like invisible lines that you draw around your personal space and values. They protect you, they define what you're comfortable with, and most importantly, they express what you expect from others. Redefining your boundaries is like resetting your personal compass, pointing it towards healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. So how can you redefine your boundaries? It starts with understanding what you're comfortable with, identifying what makes you uncomfortable, and then expressing these feelings clearly and assertively. It's about saying no when something doesn't sit right with you, and saying yes when something aligns with your values and desires. Remember, it's not about being confrontational, it's about respecting and honoring your feelings and expectations. Just as important as redefining your boundaries is the act of reclaiming your power. This is where you take control of your life, making decisions based on what's best for you. Reclaiming your power means standing up for yourself, demanding respect, and not settling for less than you deserve. It's about owning your worth and not letting anyone diminish it. To illustrate, let's talk about Jane. Jane was a woman who felt stuck in a cycle of toxic relationships and unfulfilling jobs. But when she decided to elevate her standards, she started by redefining her boundaries and reclaiming her power. She began to express her feelings assertively, demand respect, and make decisions that were best for her. And guess what? Jane's relationships improved, she found a job she loved, and she experienced significant personal growth. She became a living testament to the transformative power of elevating your standards. In conclusion, elevating your standards isn't just about demanding more from others, it's about demanding more from yourself. It's about standing tall in your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and reclaiming your personal power. Redefining your boundaries and reclaiming your power is a crucial step in elevating your standards. And remember, the journey to elevating your standards starts with a single bold step. So are you ready to take it? With higher standards and reclaimed power, what's the next step? Well, it's all about goal setting. But not just any goal setting. We're talking about setting goals that truly align with your elevated standards. Think about it. Your goals are like your personal roadmap, guiding you towards the life you aspire to live. They are the milestones that mark your journey towards becoming an elevated woman. Therefore, it's crucial that these goals are not just ambitious, but also in harmony with your values and aspirations. So, how do you set these goals? Here are some practical tips to get you started. First, reflect on your values. What are the things that matter most to you? Is it family, career growth, personal development, or perhaps spiritual growth? Identify these and use them as your compass when setting your goals. Next, be specific and clear about what you want to achieve. General goals can be vague and hard to measure. Instead, aim for concrete and detailed goals. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I want to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company." Now let's talk about ambition. Your goals should push you out of your comfort zone. Remember, you're an elevated woman. You're not here to play small. So, dream big and set goals that challenge you. Finally, stay committed and resilient. Achieving your goals will require effort, perseverance, and sometimes facing setbacks. But remember, it's all part of your journey towards becoming an elevated woman. To illustrate, let's consider the story of Amelia. She was a single mother, working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. But Amelia had a dream. She wanted to start her own business. Despite the challenges, she set clear, ambitious goals aligned with her values and aspirations. Today, Amelia is the owner of a successful bakery chain. Her story is a testament to the power of setting goals that align with your elevated standards. So as we wrap up this conversation, remember this. Setting goals that align with your elevated standards helps you unlock your full potential. And as an elevated woman, you owe it to yourself to aim high, dream big, and pursue your goals relentlessly. Wondering if this is all just theory? Let's look at real-life success stories. First, we have the tale of Emily, a woman who felt constantly overlooked in her professional life. She was always the last one to leave the office, yet the last one considered for promotions. Emily knew she was worth more than this and decided to elevate her standards. She began setting boundaries, refusing to overwork herself for an employer who didn't value her. Emily found a new job where her talents were recognized and rewarded. Her story is a shining example of how self-worth and boundaries can change your professional life. Then there's Vanessa, a single mother who constantly put everyone else's needs before her own. She barely had time for herself, let alone for personal growth. Vanessa realized she deserved better. She started prioritizing herself, setting time aside every day for her passions. This not only led to her becoming a successful novelist, but also made her a happier, more fulfilled person. Vanessa's story illustrates the power of aligning your goals with your elevated standards. And let's not forget about Sarah. For years, she was stuck in a toxic relationship. She felt unworthy of love and respect. One day, she decided she had had enough. Sarah started working on her self-worth, realizing she deserved a relationship that brought her joy and respect. Today, Sarah is in a loving, respectful relationship and is happier than she's ever been. Her journey shows how elevating your standards can transform your personal life. Lastly, we have the story of Maya, a woman who was always afraid to chase her dreams. She feared failure and rejection. But Maya decided to elevate her standards and started believing in herself. She pursued her dream of becoming a fashion designer, and today, Maya is the proud owner of a thriving fashion line. Her story is a testament to the power of self-belief and high standards. These women are testament to the power of elevating standards and the transformation it can bring in one's life. So, are you ready for the journey to greatness? Just ponder on that question for a moment. The journey to greatness isn't a destination, but a continual process of growth and transformation. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, not for anyone else, but for you, because you deserve it. Let's take a moment to recap the empowering steps we've explored today. First, we delved into the power of self-worth. A deep understanding of your value is the cornerstone of elevating your standards. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. Next, we talked about redefining your boundaries. This isn't about shutting people out, but rather about protecting your energy and aligning your relationships with your elevated standards. It's about claiming your power and making choices that honor your worth. Then, we discussed setting goals that align with your new, elevated standards. Goals that reflect your worth and ambitions, that push you to grow and step out of your comfort zone. Goals that inspire you to reach for the stars and realize that they're not as far away as they seem. We also shared real-life success stories of women who've transformed their lives by elevating their standards. These stories serve as a testament to what's possible when you believe in your worth, set high standards, and commit to your journey of personal growth. This journey to greatness is a commitment to yourself. It's about living your life in a way that aligns with your values, aspirations, and elevated standards. It's about breaking free from limitations, stepping into your power, and forging your own path to success. The journey may be challenging, there may be obstacles, but remember, each step you take, each challenge you overcome, brings you one step closer to your greatness. It's a journey worth embarking on, a journey that will transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Your dreams are worth pursuing, and your standards should reflect the amazing person you are. Remember, this is your journey to greatness.